Anyone who's getting an EV charger, for starters, definitely recommend Luke. He did exactly what he said he would. He kept us informed throughout. So he uses an online booking system which kind of kept us updated on what was happening, when he'd be here, etc. On the day, yeah, fantastic, really nice guy. Quality of the work was great, clean, tidy, cleaned up after himself, which is always pleasing to see. So they come and make a big mess, leave a mess, but no, really nice. He took the time to explain, very presentable. Came across as very knowledgeable as well, which is very helpful when you don't know what's going on. Took your time to explain everything, took me through all the details, went through the options, and Luke never gave me any concerns. I've been quite comfortable actually leaving him here on his own to do the work if I needed to as well. We were looking for an EV charger, purchased an EV car, so you needed a charger at home. Contacted a number of companies, did an internet search, and Luke came up on there. He was one of a number that we approached. One of the things that he did slightly differently to the others is that he offered a service where we had a full survey done before, rather than just getting a quote. Some of the others that just came around, they literally just looked at it, gave us a quote based on what they saw, whereas Luke actually came around, did a full survey for us, and in the end we decided, not based on price, because he was kind of in the midpoint, wasn't the cheapest, wasn't the most expensive, very competitive, but decided just based on the fact that we had a survey, we felt confident that the work we were going to get from him would be of good quality. We spent the time to go through what would be happening, what the process was, what the options were, as opposed to just coming around and just giving us a quote based on kind of a best guess estimate. I've seen that before. Someone says, oh yeah, it's going to be about this, this, this and this. And then of course the bill comes in and it's twice as much as what you're expecting. So yeah, from our side, we knew what we were getting and it was cost effective. Yeah, definitely recommend him. I think the work was great, quality was good, and we've had no problems. We'd never had an EV charger before, so didn't know what to expect. Done a little bit of research online. I think the concerns were really about cost initially. Our EV charging point's actually outside, so it's in the garage. There's quite a long distance between the board and the actual charging point itself. So there were some concerns around the cost, where we were going to run the cable as well, whether we'd have to go through our garden or not. Actually, he ended up going around the outside, and probably usability as well of some of the charging points. Seen some of them were quite basic, some a little bit more complex. So those were probably our concerns really more than anything. So he ran through the options with us. Spent quite a bit of time actually with him going through the reasons why we want a second circuit board as opposed to connecting to the existing one. Also just explained about the cable, how we go about burying that as well. So we've had the cable buried, the options around that, different types of chargers, gave some good options on that. So yeah, really good. From my perspective, I really like Luke. He came across as a really easy going guy. We had quite a good chat, a bit of banter as well, which was nice. It was fascinating watching him working with the trainee, but how he imparted the knowledge, as opposed to just telling, he would show the young lad that was with him. I don't know who he was, but it was really nice to see. Really good to see someone taking that time. And I got a sense that he was doing that not because he felt he had to, but because he wanted to. So I think again, for me that was a great thing.